When would someone use decompression? I think if you are, the way that I would describe it at home is if sometimes you feel like you just want somebody to yank on you. Like you just feel like you're really compressed, you've been just sitting like this all day long, and you just want somebody to just kind of pull and open you up. A lot of times people think of those like inverted tables. People know those a lot. Hanging upside down and like decompressing and reversing what gravity has done to you all day long. That's a layman's way of saying decompression.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And so a lot of times when you look around, if you Google it, you'll find out that there's large machines that will cost a lot of money to do it with you, and there are some good ways to do it at home. But general decompression is called axial, and I'll show you on this guy. And so this is the back of you, this is the front of you, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll keep you sideways. And so what we do with decompression is basically we address a couple things, and see these little yellow things, little nerves, and there's a little hole that the nerves come out of, as well as there's these little jelly material things in the center called disc. And a lot of times discs don't love compression, and nerves certainly don't love compression either. And so what we basically do with decompression is just kind of pull long ways. And it seems kind of freaky to do, but it really didn't take a lot of pressure to do it. Now, this is just general decompression, meaning that it's decompressive of the disc as well as the nerves. But when you take when you bend someone backwards, actually this is decompressive for part of the disc. If you look at the front kind of like opens up, and if we go bend forward, it opens up the backside, but it compresses the disc. And so we can say that extension is generally decompressive to a disc, and we could say rounding is decompressive to a nerve. And so when we show you these ways today to decompress, you might think, that doesn't look like the standard decompression. Well, I know, because this is more specific. So what is the first one you want to do? And by the way, this will work with people with just general low back pain. Even stuff down into the legs, sometimes this will work with. But if you're having stuff into the leg, especially issues with your foot and calf, and you should really go see somebody, because you don't want to mess with numbness on your own. It can go very badly for you. Okay, what's the first one you want to show? I'll be the dummy.
Press ups.
Press ups. Okay. You want the spine?
Sure.
That's Don's.
Show them what's happening to you.
That's Don's spine. There's no curves in it.
There we go. That works really well. So basically what happens is you just get down on the floor, you get on your hands and elbows, and you prop yourself up like this and see how that feels on your back at first, okay? If this feels okay, just breathing into the belly a little while. I'm going to take this away so that you actually can do it. Then you'll bring yourself up onto your hands. And
do that one more time. Do that one more time.
You want this on there?
Yeah. Well, I want to do something later. Yeah. Okay. Can you point to the low back there? Yeah. Can you look in the camera?
What are you doing? What are you up to?
We need a thumbnail. I need to make a thumbnail. Thank you. Because every time you point, you look somewhere else. It's hard to find. Whenever you're looking at the camera, you're going like this with your hands. So you just made my job easier.
Okay. Perfect. Happy to be of service. All right, bring yourself onto your hands now. It's going to look like a yoga pose for some of you who are familiar. You just come up, hold for a second, breathe, come right back down. Do 20 of those. That'll slowly get some blood flow moving, slowly decompress in the area. You don't have to come this far at first. This may be new movement for you, so just come as far as you're comfortable, come right back down. Do 20 to 30 of them and see how it feels on your spine.
So how's this decompressive on my spine again? It doesn't look like you're yanking me long.
It's decompressing the front side of the spine itself. So if you think about it, a lot of us are in this position all day long.
Poopy posture.
Poopy posture. So let's just go the opposite way, and I actually say it helps with people a lot.
Yeah. So that is one way. That one helps out probably with the majority of people. And even if they've tried things like massage and tissue work and stretching routines, and if they haven't worked, which they do work on some people, this one tends to work surprisingly with a lot of people. It's the easiest one in the book. Another one too is that, and by the way, that's usually with people who are I'm going to generalize and say under the age of 50. But if we're looking over the age of 50 and we have some issues, usually we might want to decompress the backside because it puts them into a different bracket of usually what's happening. And so we can do, let's do the park bench one here. And so go ahead and slide off the end there. And so the cool thing is if you're going for a walk, you can always just find the backside of a park bench and just kind of sink your knees down and just keep yourself up with your shoulders, and just breathe deep. Yeah, don't go crazy. We're not at SeaWorld, okay? So just kind of like look around, just make sure no one's.
How do I feel about that comment?
Have you ever been to like they go up? Oh. I didn't say Shamu.
How rude. This was pretty good.
Yeah, so this one's just general downward decompression again. And if you kind of keep your knees a little bit closer to the bench, it'll get a little bit more around the backside, and then rock your shoulders forward, and it'll kind of open up from like more on this part, okay? So I would probably hold for 30 seconds or so, and then just go about your walk, and you might find that things actually settle down pretty good in that amount of time.
I can like feel it in my low back right now. Just in the low back area. It doesn't hurt. It's just like, it's almost like comparable to a light stretch.
Yeah, good. And if you breathe deep into your sides here, you might feel even more of a stretch, because the belly, or I know we'll cover this in a bit, but the belly contents, it's like a water balloon in there that it expands and it decompresses the spine vertically. So without having to pay a bunch of money, you can decompress your spine with free stuff like air.
It's like slowly working its way up. I don't want to move. It feels really good. But there's another way that you guys can do it. You don't have a park bench. You don't want to look like a fool at the park, whatever. You can do it on your chair at home, on your chair at the office. But one way that you can do it, just go seated, and same thing here. Just lift yourself up and allow gravity to just sink you down.
Good. Now, do they want to lift their legs up at all with that, or they just lift their feet on the ground?
Whatever's comfortable. I think if your feet are on the ground, you might have a tendency to want to push through your feet. So
let's see if I can get a little.
I kind of just did this. It's really all in my hands.
Yeah, it's on.
I
just can't get low enough to get your foot here.
Backward.
Damn. Okay, good. All right, good. So your feet are on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. All right. Sorry, people. Camera issues. All right. So the third one we're gonna cover. Which one do you want to do next? Or that was your choice. So, no, that was my choice. You demonstrated, right?
It doesn't matter. What's the next one?
Okay, the next one is, why don't we do, gosh, there was one I wanted to do.
Opener?
Why don't you do a frog? Why don't we do a frogs?
Okay.
I like the frogs. Go and do a frog's position. Okay, so this will work. So Dawn's just in a really relaxed position here. You can see that she's got a raise in her back here, so she's not forcing it into too much of a stretch, but she's kind of into it. She's got her knees wide, and she's letting her hips just sag between her ankles. And so she's got her head on her hands just to relax, again, just breathing. And what she wants to do is just breathe into the sides here, almost like you're trying to fill your pockets full of air. And again, what we talked about before was, what does this do to the spine? And so the belly contents will go long ways. It'll decompress like this, which feels really good. And also too, because she's adding a little bit of a round, we can focus a little bit more on the backside element, which are these little yellow things. And so I'd probably stay in this position for about 30 seconds to a minute. How does that feel?
Feels amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, very low effort
though,
too.
if it hurts your hips, you can always just play with me position. Go out more, come in more, but find yourself a comfortable position in your hips, and then this really should feel like nothing.
Yeah, she's right. I think it's an important part there is that it shouldn't feel like anything. It should just feel good. And sometimes when we're dealing with back pain and we're always thinking that maybe something needs to feel super stretchy or feel like it's doing something. But sometimes the easiest win is just getting your body to chill it down. And just don't provoke it, and just encounter that multiple times a day. Your turn.
Cool. Last one, I think.
Last one. This is 4.
Okay. Anyways, good one. Good one that I like to consider is, say you're having pain with certain movements. One thing that we like to teach is if you can learn how to activate all areas of the core. So when people think of the core, they think of just the 6-pack in the front here, but that's not necessarily the only core that we're talking about.
Oh, did he get in your way? Yeah. So it's this whole thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Think of it as like a cylinder around your entire spine. So there's the front, there's your sides, there's the back side as well.
And then there's that belly contents.
And then there's your belly contents in the middle as well, yes. But the natural way to decompress your spine is to learn how to activate all the way around. When you have all those muscles activated, it does a natural decompressing force on your spine itself. So if you're having pain with squatting or bending over or certain things that cause pain, maybe learning how to activate those areas a little bit better and retrying those movements could really help you.
Yeah, how do we do that?
All right, so what we're gonna do, Seb and I will do it together. Copy me.
Okay,
So,
I'll go this way. So
yeah, there you go. So this is what it looks like in the front, pointer fingers. I'm gonna find like my hip bones right here, that like pointy bone in the front here, and I'm gonna put my finger just right up and inside of that. And then Seb's thumbs are on the back side. Wrap around, find the back side there. And then what you'll do is as you breathe in, try to expand through all 4 of those points. Just like that.
the back ones are really hard.
They are really hard.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Think I got it.
Standing up like that is a really good way to try to do that. And you can do it laying down too on your back, just learning how to maybe push your back into the ground, feel that as you breathe, and then belly rise up as you breathe in. Those are all different ways to try to incorporate. You're throwing me off. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
Well, so I know that like sometimes people get a little confused too with like, I don't know if this is working well. And so this is one that's actually a really easy win for people. And so they might say, well, it hurts to stand up from a chair after 5 minutes of sitting. Gravity got me, it decompressed me. And so before you actually stand up, just do those 4 points, take a deep breath, put weight into your feet, and then stand up. And then surprisingly, things will feel like really good. I know I've had a lot of people through initial exam with me where they'll demonstrate that as something that bothers them. And before even going through the exam, just kind of show them that they have a good control of this. Like their spine is not always being beaten up by gravity, and they have a chance. They can build their supports, like you said.
Yeah. One way that if you don't know if you're doing it correctly, just pretend like you're taking a poop. That's what I always tell people. Mm-hmm. Pretend like you're taking a poop. That like bear down feeling will activate those areas and see if that helps.
So I bring the point. When I take a poop, do I have to round when doing that?
No, stay upright.
Okay. Why is that?
Because the rounding might drive a little bit of irritation into your back. So upright, nice neutral posture. Like somebody's gonna punch you, and you gotta.
Yeah, seems silly, but it really does work well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these are super easy wins that most people are not aware of, and so try this. This is 5 of them. Try them all and see which one works well for you, and put it in the comment box below and tell us what it worked well with and didn't work well with, what type of activity it improved at. So again, we're in Huntington Beach if you need some help from us. I think we do a pretty good job, and we do free insurance verification. Everyone loves that. So just call or email us, info@p2sportscare.com. That is, again, info@p the letter, 2 the number, sports is plural, care.com. The phone number will be at the bottom as well. And subscribe to our channel. We give out a lot of free information, and as Dawn said before, we have an exhausting amount of free information as well as paid information out there that's just organized for you. If you want to DIY stuff at home, you certainly can, but at every price point you want, if you want free, if you want $20, it's all kind of in there. Like there's a lot for you guys to take advantage of. There's really no excuse to not feel good anymore.
Yeah, no, I like that. And his weird pointing was from you needing to find where the subscription button is. That's why he did that.
Wait, did I not?
You didn't say why.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's in the corner. There's this little circle. I don't know where it's at. YouTube keeps changing over the years. But by the way, if you do comment to us on this, we invite you, if you really want to have a good conversation, just email us, because YouTube does not ping us every time you actually comment, and so we try to get to all the comments, and it just doesn't always happen. So it's nice if it drops into our email box so we don't lose it. Anything else you want to close on?
No, I think we said it all.
Okay. See you guys next time.